Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTAS. I can't talk. Today's BTAS episode is Fear of Victory. So you probably guess it is a Scarecrow episode because fear's in the title. So it starts off Dick and his roommate, which really nice that we're having another Robin episode. There's not too much. We're almost done with season one, and we've only seen Robin one time. It's weird. Anyway, God, a little brain fart here. So Dick and his roommate, they're just chilling in a room. They're talking about the big game tomorrow. Dick's roommate also happens to be the quarterback for Gotham State University. Well, they're kind of like gabbing about. They get a random telegram, and they look at it, and it's very cryptic. And Dick takes a look at it too, and both of them are kind of befuddled to what the message is even meaning. So it gets to the night of the big game, and but beforehand they are continuing to watch TV, and it gets like a blooper reel, and it goes to like a game of hockey, a game of tennis, a game of maybe baseball or something, and all these prominent athletes, like a star athlete from each category, they like completely fumble the ball, and they're just scared out of their minds. Like one hockey player, he like rips open the goalie net and he like hides under it, and you have a tennis player that like runs away from a tennis ball coming after her. So she is like absolutely terrified. So it gets to the night of the big game, and Dick's roommate, the quarterback, he is absolutely scared out of his mind. He's thinking he sees monsters when people are coming after him. So Batman and Dick, they're out on patrol, and Robin, he's like, yeah, it was the darndest thing. He just kind of freaked out on me. And Batman's like, well, I'm kind of sensing a pattern because it's not the first time that an athlete has like, uh, just absolutely had a panic attack. And or well, first Batman, he thought it was a panic attack and he kind of like excused it. So then they're going down on patrol and notice a jewel robbery in progress. So I don't know what where it was, but it had to be like 30 plus stories up, and they were robbing like all these fine jewels and stuff. So Batman and Robin, they use their bat grappling hooks. God, I can't talk today. So they're using their grappling hooks to get up the building. Robin, he has an utter freak out, and he's like holding on to the side of the building because he's like scared of heights. And at the time, these thugs are like throwing concrete blocks at them, like these statues at them. Batman almost gets knocked out when it's kind of funny. He almost falls to his death, and at the last moment, he uses his grappling hook to get to a building, and he gets in, and there's this woman in her robe, and she's like, "Oh my!" And then sees that it's Batman, and she's like, "Oh my!" I'm like, "Okay, you horned up corn dog." And Batman, he gives like her a little sly smile on the way out. It's very cute, very funny. So Batman, he gets to the top of the building and stops the thugs before they're able to drop a statue on Robin. And Batman's like, "Hey, you kind of almost got me killed there and yourself. You mind telling me what's going on?" So they go back to their place because he's like, "Okay, there's no way both you and your roommate just had these huge freakouts at about the same time." So they get to it. He finds the telegraph and he sees like there's powder on it, and I'm just thinking, Dick, you were raised by the world's greatest detective. How did you not notice there was powder on that telegram? So they go to the Batcave, observe it, and it's really weird because Batman, he pulls out one cat of like a wall of cats. Like there was like six others, and he puts the cat in a like glass box, and he puts a mouse in there after exposing him to the telegraph, and the cat acts like completely scared out of its mind. And I'm just like, Batman, that is fucking animal cruelty, dude. What are you on? Like, could your back computer not be like, oh yeah, this shit will fuck you up if you're not careful. Don't touch it, Batman. Like, it's just really weird the fact that he had like six cats on standby. I mean, does Alfred feed and water and pick up six cats every day? Like, I don't know. It raised way more questions than answers. I really would have just him. Oh yes, this is a Joker toxin. Like, some kind of detective work instead of like fucking animal cruelty. I don't know. It just threw me off. Um, yeah. So anyway, they're like, well, wait. This got Scarecrow's mo all over it, and he's still locked up in Arkham. So they go to Arkham, and a nurse is on her way to like give not Penguin, give Crane his dinner for the night, and it's really weird. It's like, why aren't you giving everybody their dinner? Because like it's really weird how there was only one person to have dinner at a time. But one of the orderlies is like, "Oh, I'll take that for her, for him. Don't you worry." And then he like throws like everything away into the trash, including the plate and the cup. And I'm just like, Jesus, how hungry are you going to make Crane be? Like, he's not going to eat the plate and the cup. Like, come on, orderly. If you're gonna pretend like Joker, or not Joker, God bless it, the Crane is like still there, maybe make it believable because he's not gonna eat a plate and a cup. So, Batman, as he sees him dumping, he's like, "Hey, can't help but notice you're wasting Crane's food. I want to go see him." Uh, and he tells Robin to watch him, but Robin's scared out of its wits, so the orderly gets away. And Batman, he gets there, and it's like a fake Crane hooked up to a rocking chair that's like motorized, so you just see this figure going back and forth. And I'm just like, my God, how fucking incompetent are these Arkham Asylum people? Like, just you're telling me that you see a guy 24/7 in a rocking chair and you don't have any questions at all? Like, aren't they supposed to get like, you know, one-on-one time with the doctors trying to help them? I don't know. It's once again raises more questions than answers. Maybe if they like said there were more orderly in on it, but no, it's just one guy, and then that one guy isn't expected to be absolutely round the clock there to cover for Crane, because I mean that's just not practical. Um, so they're like, okay, yeah, so Scarecrow's gone. It's definitely him, and they find out uh, that a certain bookie has been like getting hit really hard lately. So they deduce that Scarecrow is the one that's causing all of this, like all these debacles in the sports place, so he can like bet on it and win tons of money in the process. Which I will say, if Scarecrow appeared in like the Batman 1960s, I feel like the plot of this would fit perfectly into that TV show. I mean, it's just the idea of Scarecrow scaring professional athletes just to make money from gambling is it's kind of comical, I think. So, sorry. A big game's coming up. It's like Gotham, maybe Knights or something versus somebody else. Big football game. And Batman has a feeling that Scarecrow is going to be there, which I don't know why he would be there. Just bet, uh, get the criminal, and get the fuck out. So Batman, he's like going to the, I guess the dressing room of the quarterback or whatever, to wait for a telegram from him, but he doesn't appear. And he brings Robin along just so he could have a set of eyes, even though Robin is still like scared out of its wits. Because it is nice. Bruce is like, I need another set of eyes, and I still feel like you could be useful. No, okay, Batman, that's nice. So Robin, even though he's like scared out of its wits, he's still pushing through, and then he finds that the Scarecrow just came out of another changing room, and he notices like a helmet has been messed with. So he switches it out, and the game's going on, and the one guy he was going after is completely fine, And Scarecrow's like, what the heck? This is I put so much drugs in his helmet. He should be like just absolutely tweaking out right now. And Batman shows up in the Raptors and he's like, hey, didn't anybody tell you gambling's illegal in Gotham? And I'm like, Batman, why did you waste that one liner? Why didn't you just surprise him and punch him right in his stupid face? Which I will say, commenting on stupid face, they changed his design. And yeah, he has a stupid face. He looks so dumb. He's got like just these big white eyes with two dots, and he's got like an underbite from hell. He just looks so dumb. I like the eyes that were kind of like this, just pure white, and he had like such a slim figure. I mean, I guess this one looks more realistic, but he just looks dumb. I mean, there's just really no answer their reaction to it. He just looks dumb. So anyway, he whips out. He holding this vial above the Raptors, and he's like, "Hey, Batman, if I drop this vial, all of Gotham City is gonna go into a panic because it's so potent." And it's just like a little vial, like maybe this much liquid in it. Honestly, if I was Batman, I'd be like, "Bull crap," and just beat the hell out of him. I'd probably risk it for the biscuit. So at that time, Robin sees what's going up on the Raptors because he's using his binoculars. He's like, huh, should probably do something about that. Still scared out of its wits, mind you. So Batman and Scarecrow, they're having a fight. The vial gets tossed. It lands on a rafter below them, and they're both fighting each other. Batman's trying to get the vial, and not Joker. Scarecrow's trying to like kick it off to like just cause a panic. And at the last moment, the vial is knocked off, and Robin, at the very last second, is able to like grab a hook on and catch it perfectly, and solidifying his like getting over the Scarecrow toxin. And I'm just like, damn, Robin, that takes some insane strong willpower. So go Robin. And yeah, Scarecrow, he gets captured, yada yada. It is kind of funny though. They have once again reminiscent of the 1960s episode. It shows like another scene back at Wayne Manor. Batman and Robin are chilling. Robin's from the quarterback. He's in an interview after he did really well in a game, and Robin's like, "Oh man, I'm so happy he got over the fear toxin. That's so great. Can't wait to congratulate him." And then Batman's like, "Oh, you could always send him a telegram." And I'm like, "Okay, Batman, you're not supposed to joke, but that's funny, so whatever." So rating wise for this episode, it's just goofy. I mean, it really is just goofy for a BTAS episode, but it's still good. Trying to think where I'd rank it wise. Like Robin's fear stuff, good stuff there. Him conquering it, good stuff. Scarecrow's design definitely lowers it. The weird ass plot of him just scaring people to make money. Got some detective work in there. Yeah, I guess the one thing I'd like want to poke hole in is like the guy covering for him at Arkham. Probably my biggest issue in the episode right there, but still fine, good episode. So I'd probably rank it a 5 out of 7, just a little above average. So yeah, that's it. Bye.